Yeah. Unfortunately, no one in Kinleyville knows how to charge them, which is one of the tasks that we'd ask them to look into. But unfortunately, before they could get anywhere, the whole thing with the police raiding the building, all that happened. So unfortunately, they weren't able to figure out how to do that. And even then, only certain powerful, I would call them wizards, know how to charge the curses. So even then, it would be really difficult for us to learn or teach someone else how to do that. So just a bit of history about the zone and how it works.
Right.
um, yeah, that's Gothic. But enough about history. History's boring. Let's go get you your rifle. Actually, if we're going to acquire some equipment, you might not want to walk around with a rifle. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
take you,
yeah, I don't.
well, so what era are you from? What year?
2020.
Good. Okay. There's a zone called Shermer, Illinois. I can take you to. It's in the year 2001.
Ah,
So whatever's in 2001 is there. So we might be able to get what we need from there. Problem is, I lost all my money. So yeah, that's where your skills come into play.
right.
Yeah, do hmm.
Now you mentioned Shermer is that where you brought the trucks from?
The trucks I actually got from um Gotham. Yes, Gotham, where Batman's from.
Oh
That
yeah, I heard them
Gotham.
talking about Batman.
Yeah, there's a zone called Gotham. Unfortunately, it's in ruins because there's a war between superheroes and villains going on, and they don't care about the collateral damage that they cause due to their fighting. So the city is pretty much just rubble, destroyed, and the influence is spreading to all the neighboring cities as well. And this happened ever since um, Doc Fulton somehow managed to suck Batman's suck Batman's spirit into his golf putter. Yes, that yeah. So
I don't think I saw him
Batman's
with a putter. I think he was stirring his coffee with it.
yeah, Batman is in his putter. So ever since then, the city's been kind of city's been kind of eh.
Got ya.
So yeah.
So, sounds like we might need to build up some funds so we can go
hmm
shopping in Shermer.
Yes, they use normal American dollars, unlike the other zones, which use different currencies. So Gotham, for example, uses bat bucks. Gothic uses gold, silver, those sorts of things.
Hmm.
Beastkin, I believe, also uses gold and silver, but also uses paper currency as well, which is different. It has like pictures of beastkin individuals on the currencies. So one currency won't necessarily work in another zone, kind of thing, unless it's gold or silver, which we can exchange. So yeah.
So, my understanding is that in Burlington, we can take items out of the grocery store, and then these things
Literally
just
anything.
magically reappear.
Yes.
So, what if we were to load up that truck with as much canned goods, and maybe they've got seed packets, and
Yeah.
let's see what else we got here. Any clothing we
Um.
might have, maybe.
Let
Try
me
to,
just pause you just
yeah,
one sec. We can do that, but we can't get the truck out of Burlington because, as I mentioned, we need to travel a certain distance in the
right.
truck in order to shadow walk, and the city is too small to do that in.
So, what if we we'll take the trucks to the store, loaded them up, park them in front of Clams, and then use the Clams to shuttle them over to the Bug City. We get some gems and things from them, and we can
That could
perhaps
work.
convert that into currency in Sherma.
Okay. Yeah,
That was just my
that could
idea.
work.
It might be a little tedious, but I can't
Look,
think of any other
I
way
don't
to
mind
get.
tedious work. That's just give me money, I'll do whatever.
And yeah, so that's my idea. Do you know of any other places that have kind of access to regenerating resources?
Unfortunately, no. As I mentioned earlier, if you want anything from the Australian embassy, they'll pretty much provide that to us. So whatever you can think of that would be in the late 1800th century, they'll have that. That's like the Wild Wild West kind of time era.
Gotcha.
That's what era they're in.
It's me little one. Hold on a
Oh,
second.
hey, no worries.
All right, time to go, mate.
Oh, I
So
have some cards. Do you have anything crafts that you want me to trade you before I discard?
um, I've got pretty good cards right now. Well, actually, skill plus 10 is probably the worst thing I got.
Yeah, let me trade you.
Assistant reroll.
You know what?
Oh,
Let me trade you. Drop the skill 10.
okay.
Discard it. Let me trade you this. Because I have a feeling you might be able to do something with this more than I would.
Okay.
So yeah, there you are. Yeah,
Yeah, that's how I found the owner's manual for the spaceship in the
yeah.
embassy, and I gave it to the doc. That's a good one. Let's see, what do I need? So, how safe is it to store things in certain places? Are they going to get raided? You know, if I
Embassy is the most secure place. Second to that is this house in Kinleyville. After that, probably Burlington, but I would be a bit wary about that because we don't really have a safe or anything there. Other than that, nothing. Because the White Dove, as I mentioned, is under investigation or something, so we can't go there. So you have two or three places to store things,
gotcha.
potentially.
Yeah, I mean, right now, getting the gear I just want to make
Yeah.
sure I've got a good place to store it for when it's needed. So I'm not walking around with it all the time.
Yep. As I said, here or the embassy are your two best bets. I would say probably the embassy, personally.
Right.
Okay, so the other thing, Sherma, Illinois does not have a cleanse, so I pull out a little card and I show it to you. Since you've won the pattern, you can come with me to Sherma using this trump card.
Ah,
What it does is, wait, you've used this before? Don't tell me
I've,
you've used this before.
I've seen them used. That's how the doc got me out of that big metal room. I had to walk the pattern so I could use come with him through the trump.
Actually,
Okay.
did you ever use those in the previous universe you were in there wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you still have those memories.
Yeah, I remember using them. I just don't remember to where. I know we had a whole mess of them.
Okay.
He knows a baffling amount of stuff and seems full of confidence and shit.
Wait, okay, do you know how to make any yourself or not yet?
I
Okay,
feel like
well,
I
maybe I
might have
can.
known them before, but I don't know. I'm
Well, I
decent
can have it going.
at wood carving. Do you know if you can make little wood figurines as a trump
You mean,
focus?
what, you mean fetishes?
Like if I was to create a little figurine that looked like you, could I contact you or travel to you through one of those?
Oh, it works the same way with the cards. You paint the card, you paint a trump of another person, and then you can contact them. So no figurines, cards instead.
You might be able to teach him trumps, but you'd have to
Yeah.
spend a couple of days doing it.
What if I just, instead of painting, did sketches? Would that work? To teach?
It might not give him the full range of knowledge needed.
Okay. So I need to teach him to paint then. So how good are you at painting?
I don't think I've ever painted in my life.
Well, we'll have to start somewhere.
Well, I
All
might
right,
have.
well,
I can't remember, but I don't know how to paint now.
well, I can teach you.
I can carve wood a little bit. I know how to make a didgeridoo. Oh, that would be a good use for that card, huh?
Can you do magic?
Oh yeah, I can do a little magic.
What
The
spells
blokes
do you
taught
know?
me how to hide me sword. I've got another horde sword hidden in a pocket dimension apparently, and I can slow time.
Oh, okay. Good.
We had a little time to kill while Joshua was studying a book, so the doctor taught me some spells.
Fair enough. All right. Hold on, I did discard something. One second. I have so much good stuff. I don't want to discard it.
If you can actually pull off painting, trump, and teaching, that would be quite a fucking miracle there, Freddie.
Why? I've done it before.
Yes, but still, getting all three in one go,
Yeah.
it's rough.
So, is there anything you need right now to you've been trying to get your hands on?
Other than the seeds, and funds, obviously. I've been wondering on. I've been trying to think of a way of setting up a base, so to speak, in Sherma and get some passive income, but that would be a pretty long project, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
So, just general funds I'm looking for to help us get started, and the seeds for Kinleyville, finally get them sorted. And yeah.
So, if you had a large shipment of seeds, it sounds like multiple people are looking for these things. Would you?
Well, if
do you
we
have
had a large, so basically, right, the people in Kinleyville have a farm set up, and we've delivered a few shipments of seeds to them already, but they need a bit more to kind of complete the variety of spices that they can grow. So if we can make one more decently sized shipment, they should then be able to start, well, not start, but they should have enough seeds to grow, and then I'm sure they'll give us a cut for helping them out. And they'll be able to trade with other factions in MMO land. And yeah, it'll be a
Yeah.
good source of income.
Yeah, those were the fellas that were talking about equipment for hydroponics lab too. over
Oh,
in
and
Kinleyville.
they want one too?
Yeah, I believe it was them. It was either them and or Kim in Bug City. They wanted a
Alright, well,
hydroponics lab and someone that knows how to use it.
the problem is, doesn't hydroponics require electricity to work? Or power?
Probably.
So how do the people in Kinderville plan on powering it? Did they tell you? Or?
No, but it seemed like everything there was hand powered.
Yeah, there's no electricity.
Oh, I didn't realize that before.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure how they're gonna use hydroponics. I think maybe it was Kim who wanted that, because that
Yeah, I
would make more sense.
might have that mixed up.
Yeah. All right. So well, let's start by going to Burlington, grabbing. Oh, before we go there, I want to take you to meet one more person.
Okay.
Both of you give me your roll on hydroponics, please.
Okay.
So I don't have the skill. How do I roll for something that I don't have a skill in?
Learn times 1.
Learn times 1. Okay.
So what do I know with my vast superior knowledge, Logan?
You believe it's a skill passed down by wise aliens to us when they were busy helping people fake the moon landing.
I'm not sure about that myself, but you might not be far off. I think it was the Mormons who invented it. They're kind of like aliens.
Do you want a skill 15, Jason?
I might need it to drive that tanker soon.
Mm.
Happy holidays.
Or if you're trying to teach them Trumps, because I know Wrestling Rad, since he remembers something about Trumps, it's basically instantaneous transport, which for merchanting, super useful.
That's true.
Oh crap! Actually, I might need that skill 15. If I'm gonna teach you, yeah.
Ah, good point.
I can give you helpful librarian. Turn a failed library use roll into a success. Do you want that?
Say, helpful librarian, you said?
Yeah.
Do you have a library?
Well, I mean, if we were doing research, and you failed, you can play that and then succeed.
Yeah, let's try that. I am gonna discard that Happy Holidays or trade that if you're looking for something to discard.
Yeah,
So
discard it.
Take that one.
Yeah, just discard it. Okay, cool.
There we go.
All right, so yeah, I want to take you to meet one more person. Let's go to. Let me take you to Burlington. I want to grab just a few odd knickknacks, a few bits of metal, some wire, a compass, a little watch or something, random bits and pieces. And then I want to take you to Beast King, and there's someone waiting to see us in the sewers.
And that's where the Australian embassy is.
Yes.
Okay.
Logan, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we'll go to Burlington. I'm gonna grab some like metal or crowbar, maybe a bit of rope, some random bits and pieces like that.
You guys,
Yeah, we can get geared up to go stomping around the sewers.
so you're gonna do that
Um,
before trying to.
Yeah, before the painting and all that.
Pardon?
Before the painting and everything.
Okay. You guys leave the PC house with whatever gear you'd picked up. As you're going out, looks like the roads are pretty congested and stuff. A lot of people yelling at each other to get out of the way and stuff because they're trying to bring in crops and things like that from other villages or stuff that the villagers are trying to trade with each other. And when you come out, give me a luck roll there, Freddie.
For fuck's sake, okay.
He begins grumbling. Ah. Nobody really notices you guys as you troop over to Clem's. When you get there, the guards are like, "Oh, hello. Going through?"
Yes, please.
They have somebody escort you on their little merry twisting path over to the Clem's barbershop so you don't get falling into a pit or something horrible like that.
Okay.
It looks like it's become almost the hobby of guards to put in new horrible shit all the time here. The whole building is pretty much just surrounded and ready to go off like a bomb.
Which place is this?
This is the Clems.
Oh,
Yeah, because they've
MMO
always got
land,
all the defenses set up and all that shit.
yeah, I remember now. They had like the catapults and ballistas aimed at it.
Oh yeah, They were pretty much if somebody yells or makes a sudden move, then it may just smash up the building real good. So
I inspect everything and with approval. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, give me trapping rolls if you guys would like.
Trapping. Okay.
What is going on today? Holy shit.
Wow. Freddie makes a couple suggestions that they look really like, whoa, I think we should. You're right. And yeah, so no problem. You guys make some helpful, or Freddie makes some helpful suggestions. You guys go over and get in the seats. And Clem's like, howdy, what can I do you for?
Hot towel and a shave, please.
All right. Where are you going back to?
Beast Kinlands.
Him as well?
Yeah.
All right. And he puts the hot towels on, and just as just before the time he takes them off, you hear, freeze! Oh no! And you hear a window explode, and you hear a bunch of and he takes off the towels, and he's
Wait, what the fuck?
otter guy, and he goes, shave?
So we heard that before we left or as we arrived?
You would have to guess as you were leaving, maybe?
I take the towel off and look around.
Yeah, the big otter-headed Clem is like, shave?
Hello, Otter Man.
He smiles.
What'd that sound like, Freddy? Sound like something hack right as we left.
Not sure.
Sound like they were telling someone to freeze.
I'm not. I mean, the only person I can think of is me, but I'm not like. Unless they wanted me to do something for them, they have a tendency to ask us to do certain quests for them, and that may have been one of them.
Well, you also heard a window shattering and sound like a bunch of ballistas firing and things like that.
Oh, that didn't sound good, mate.
Oh, did it?
So if they were asking for you to do something, they were doing so in a more forceful manner than usual.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not wanted there, really.
You're
Like,
starting to pick up the opinion that Freddy may be wanted everywhere, possibly for arson.
Well, I mean, look, I annoyed them a little bit, but not really something that would make them want to go freeze or anything.
Oh no, the guards as you were leaving were grateful since you'd pointed out things that they could do to make their traps better.
Oh, okay.
So it's baffling to you and confusing.
Someone might have been following us. Got a little too close to the defenses.
All right, I'm gonna keep a lookout from now on and make sure we're not being followed or something. You might want to do the same. Just from here on out. Yeah. All right. Well,
I can make some suggestions. I have Logan. I've got spy lore pretty high and counter surveillance, so I can probably make suggestions on how to move, throw people off.
It's going to be, give me a spy lore roll just for general information. Meanwhile, Clem, as you guys are just sitting there in the bartender chairs, like, howdy, what can I do you for?
Oh, crap, I went to the wrong place. Hot towel and shave.
Where are you going back to?
Burlington.
Him as well?
Yes, him as well.
Put some hot towels on your face. All right, did you make, you roll your spy lore there, Jake?
Nope.
Perfect. Anyway, you guys.
If you wear a really bright hat.
You guys are. Clem takes off the hot towels and stuff, and you guys are in Burlington. The beloved Burlington. Here's the map, just in case you want to look at the names of any of the buildings or anything like that.
All right, let me just
commit all these to memory. Hurry.
Or if you have questions on any of them, or if you'd like to go visit any of them, let me know.
Flowers, boy Irene. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, they got a hardware store here too.
Hardware corner. That's right.
A&W root beer. Oh, there's some good tucker there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Let's go grab a bite, mate. Start wandering over to the A&W.
You want to follow him or just sit there and stare at him like, what the hell?
I'll meet you in a bit. I need to grab some stuff.
All right.
Cut to the A&W root beer. There's a guy who's standing behind the counter and polishing it, and the exact area he's polishing is much, it looks like it's worn through the counter varnish, and he's just polishing it like so much and stuff.
Hey, good job there, mate.
He stops polishing when you come in. He goes, hi, I'm Jimmy. He's a pug-nosed, clean-cut guy in his 30s. He looks like they've got the various soda jerk things around. He's wearing the paper hat. They've got a menu back behind him where everything's like a nickel or 10 cents or whatever. And it looks like it's the, actually, I might even have some pictures here for you because A&W root beer. Damn. Yeah. Right. It's the kind that you could drive up to and like hang out in your car outside and, you know, talk loudly to other people and shit.
Okay. I order a burger and fries and a root beer.
Yes, sir. Shall I have it billed to the bed and breakfast?
Yes, sir.
He begins cooking. He seems happy that he's got a customer. Also in here, you notice a broken pinball machine.
Broken?
Yeah, it's
Is it all like
unplugged and
smashed up?
it says well, not smashed up, but it just says out of order on it. And it's not plugged in.
All right, I'll go have
And
a look at it while the food's cooking.
yeah, it just looks like a old broken pinball machine. Not anything special. It's one of the 1950s ones before they really got into like, let's make them all based on television shows, you know, that kind of thing. Meanwhile, where are you heading to there, Freddie? If you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, just grabbing some stuff for our friend. You know, odd bits and pieces.
Oh, got it.
No, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, your food. He goes, order up.
I go grab my food.
Nice.
I eat my food and watch out the window to see if there's anything interesting going on in the street.
It looks like a lot of people were wandering around, and you see a lot of scenes straight out of the 1950s sitcoms and stuff like that. But because since somebody had already mentioned to you, it was like 50s sitcom thing. Give me an evidence analysis roll. Lower is better.
Okay. Wumple.
My God, what an intricate plot is going on. You're thinking, it must mean something. If you dig into this hardcore enough, and maybe spend some time with like one of the crazy wall maps and stuff with the yarn and the pictures and shit, it may come out to mean stuff. Possibly that the whole moon landing was faked by aliens on a flat Earth thing. Who knows?
The answers are out there here in Burlington. I can tell this place is important.
Exactly. Eventually, Freddy shows up. He has a bunch of bundles of white paper wrapped in twine with him.
What you got there, mate?
Oh, we need to trade some stuff, potentially, for our friend that I'm going to introduce you to.
Right. Want a French fry?
Yeah, sure. I can have a bite to eat, sure.
Here we go. Finish
I'll
up the
sit down
food.
next to him and
Okay.
have a bite to eat. And
you know anything about repairing pinball machines?
I look out the corner. Oh, that? I tried to once. Wasn't able to. You can have another look if you want. It's just a pinball machine. Unless it's not a pinball machine.
Yeah, you're right. There's something special about this place. We better have a closer look. Is it plugged in?
It is not currently plugged in.
I plug it in.
It all comes, the lights and stuff start going and it makes noises and stuff. The problem is that you have no quarters.
Ain't got a quarter, mate. I see if the little coin contraption is like unlocked. Does it open?
It's locked with like a little padlock and stuff. If you had lockpicks, then you could make short work of it.
Pull out my lockpicks. Hold on.
This is why he's wanted everywhere. You're thinking he's a criminal.
I look back at the burger guy. Is he back to cleaning his glass?
He's industriously cleaning the grill as though this is the most fun he will have for most of the day.
Good job, mate. I turn back to the pinball machine.
He smiles at you guys picking locks on the pinball machine. Right. You get it open, and there's nothing in the little change receptacle.
No quarters in there.
Is there a cash register?
Yes, he's got one over there.
I'm going to walk over to him and ask, hey, do you mind if I have a look at your cash register? It seems to be broken.
Sure, he says.
A friendly bloke, aren't you?
He nods and smiles. It's Friday, he says. Everything's great on Fridays.
Oh, that's right. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday to you, he says.
I'm gonna open the passage.
You've never seen so much emptiness in your life. There is no money at all in there.
Hey, mate, how are you going to run a successful business without any money?
Pardon? He says. He looks totally baffled.
Yeah, all your
I
money's
closed the
gone, mate.
passage. All right. Well,
There goes that idea. I was going to ask him for a quarter and have it charged to the bread and breakfast.
all right, Raslin. We'll put that on the to-do list.
I'm quite certain that this pinball machine is the center of the universe. We'll have to come back to it.
Yes.
Something important going on around here.
This brings into mind the specialty Roomba.
Oh yeah, I still have that.
It's just something Freddie's thinking about because
Yeah. All right. Well,
all right then, Freddie. I think we're done here for now. Where should we go to next?
Let me introduce you to a acquaintance. He might have something to trade, and afterwards we'll go ahead with your plan and see if we can raise some capital.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll take him over to where, Logan.
No problem. He takes you over to Clem's. From Clem's, you go back to the Beastkin thing. Otter Clem takes off the towels and stuff. Then he leads you back over to the embassy, down into one of the basements. It has multiple different basements and stuff. And then into the sewer tunnels beneath it. You guys go through several tunnels and whatnot, and until he takes you into... Hold on, let me give you a little bit of description because it gets interesting here.
Which building did you say we went through to get to the basement?
The embassy.
The embassy.
Okay. Yeah. There's a map of this very badly made map on the forums, if you're curious.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the tunnels of the sewer are wildly complicated. He takes you to what appears to be an underground city. It looks like you can only see little bits of it, like the buildings are sticking out of walls and stuff. Everything seems to be made out of glass and metal with gentle curves or globes or flourishes. There's no corners or straight lines. The walls, floor, and ceiling glow with a faint light when you draw near them or even look in their direction, and the dim radiance is somehow comforting. Some of the buildings have oddly placed doors and windows, all of which are firmly closed. The size and placement do not speak of human inhabitants, maybe something larger and more crooked. No sign of the inhabitants, living or dead, can be seen. And then he takes you over to a Fallout style robot, one of the Mr. Handy units with all the different limbs and stuff.
Yeah.
And its booth lights up as you draw closer. And he turns his diodes to you and says, "Greetings."
Hello, Exo. How are you?
I am not Exo, says the robot.
Exo23?
Yes. Hello, at your service, sir.
Oh, damn robots. Okay. Hey, this is my friend Raslin. We came to see if you had anything interesting to trade.
I always have interesting things to trade, he says.
I put the box down in front of him. Here you are.
Are you just going to give it to him?
Well, I mean, I'm going to say this is what I have to offer. What do you have?
I have several things today. I have a glass cube. He shows you a glass cube. It seems to be a live view of an unknown ruined city in it. You have no idea where it is. It gives no context at all. It's just like kind of slowly going around, panning around this ruined city. He also has an armband that tightens slightly within 100 feet or 30 meters of anything that is bipedal but not human.
Oh.
He also has a small jar of black paint that refills itself every day.
Oh.
He also has a metallic mask that fits on your face and changes its expression when you do, kind of like a Deadpool mask, very expressive.
Oh. I want that.
And lastly, he has 5 metallic plates that orbit around your head and display ever-changing unknown symbols.
Yeah, what's that do, mate? Those plates.
Unknown, it says.
All right, so it was unknown plates.
Armband, paint, mask, and little metallic plates.
Okay. So how tight does the armband squeeze?
It should not sever your limb. He thinks it over. He's like, I don't know. The robot, just so you know, it's built into some sort of large rectangular building thing that it can move back and forth in. And it looks like it's set up to be like a little convenience store thing, but you are not able to get in there, and it has to put stuff into something, and then it closes its end, and that allows your end to open. But if your end's open, its end can't open, all that. Like, got plenty of anti-theft stuff. And a lot of it's either clear glass or shiny metal and stuff. Does not appear that it was built like normal human lines. Humans probably didn't build this. Also, there's various tunnels off of here that go into different places and things. Freddy seems super familiar with this area, so much that he doesn't see the wonder and mystery of it all. He's just apathetic toward it. He's like, what you got for sale, bitch?
I stand and appreciate the wonder and mystery of it all. Bloody hell. Look at this place.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, XO23. Would you be willing to trade all of that for what I have for you here?
What do you have?
I opened the box of contents.
Look at that.
Right. Freddy, give me a bargain roll.
Can I attempt to support him by like making
comments
about they don't make him like that anymore. Look at that.
All right, sure. First roll your supporting bargain, and then that will add to Freddy's if you can do it.
Should have made you do this.
Yes. But you're the one who
look at
brought it up. Yeah, okay. Wrestlin's a professional bargainer. He gives you 5 bonus there, Freddy. Good luck. All right. For all the shit you've got, he'll give you any one of the items you want.
What is the stuff that Freddy unwrapped?
Just miscellaneous wires and nails, screws, a hammer, just miscellaneous tech junk that he got from the 1950s.
Oh, XO23, look at that hammer. Think of all the nails you could bang with it.
Yes, unfortunately, Freddy bargained so poorly that he's pretty much, how about if I give you all of this and I get to pick something? And XO23 is like, fine. He is horrible at bargaining.
Oh, yeah.
Sighs deeply as he shoves it all into the thing. So XO23 has your bargain stuff, and it offers any one of the 5 items you would like.
There you go.
All right, well,
Wrestling's thinking, I wouldn't have bargained like that, but hey, he knows what he's doing.
I don't know this robot.
Freddy looks irritated.
Unknown city, paint, circling disc, the mask. What was the 5th one?
Armband.
Oh, armband, that's right.
So the ruined city, that might be Gotham, eh? You told me it was in ruins?
Oh no, it wasn't. No, it's not this. This is just in the sewers. I think aliens used to live here, or something. I don't know.
You think aliens used to live here in the sewers?
Yeah, we saw a few of them. When I
Look around.
first. No, they're dead. Don't worry. We buried them somewhere. So no
Oh,
one
that's
can see
right.
them.
Yeah, Joshua mentioned that there was no more bugs in Bug City.
Yeah. Although this isn't Bug City, but is it Bug? It might be. I don't know. Anyway,
Ah, I'm confused. Where am I? I don't know where I am.
all right. Well, Austin, what's your opinion? Which item should we take?
They all look confusing to me, mate. You know, the ruined city one that might be come in handy at some point if you need to do surveillance on whatever city that is. The other stuff just looks like a bunch of odds and ends to me.
Mm.
Floating plates, that's interesting. Cool mask. Yeah.
Now the mask, Logan. It's like clearly a mask. You can't
Oh
make
yeah.
it look like a face.
It'd be like Iron Man getting to make facial expressions.
Okay. Fair enough.
And don't forget this. If you put
Oh,
that
you know what?
on, you might not be able to take it off without blowing your head up.
I'll look at XO23. There's no risk of this mask.
Oh, somebody muted somebody
Being
else.
bad, right?
Oops.
What? How do I? I'm not even pressing anything. Literally, I'm not even pressing. Okay. So I'm gonna say to XO23. So if I put that mask on, it's not gonna get stuck, right?
All items come as is, no warranty given or implied.
Alright, screw it. I'll take the mask.
It puts the mask in the slot.
Good choice.
I'll put the mask on.
All right, it fits perfectly onto your face.
I make an angry face.
Whoa.
Wrestling can tell what you're doing. You can't, but yeah.
How do
Yeah.
I look?
You look mean. You look ferocious. Let's see your happy face. Yeah, not bad, not
Alright.
bad. All right, now
I
let's see
take them
your
off.
seductive face. How do you look at the Sheilas?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck off. Alright, yeah, I'll take the mask off. And does it come off?
I'm not sure on that part. Give me a luck roll there, Freddie.
I back up as he starts to pull it off.
Shows his head explode. Yes, of course. It comes right off. Comes off, comes on. Yeah.
Alright.
He looked at it
Jason,
warily.
Jason, do you want a orb of knowledge? It's
Ooh.
basically the next time you're asked to draw a card, draw 3 and discard the 2 you don't want.
Oh,
Do you want that?
is that a is this a card you're getting rid of?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
want it or?
let me see what we got here.
Yeah. Also, since I sometimes put in cards and stuff, if you say, "Oh, when you were giving me cards, I used the orb of knowledge," then you just take 2 more and discard the orb of knowledge because I often put cards in your guys' hand to not break the flow. So it's a good. It's the orb of knowledge is also a great way to possibly avoid reds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I'll take that then.
Okay. Just discard whatever.
This is the only disadvantage of playing over the computer as opposed to live, Jay, is that it's harder to tell when Logan's loading up your hand with cards and shit.
Hey, Freddie,
Yeah,
do you know if there's anything in particular that the XO23 has been looking for?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
XO23,
At your service.
is there anything you need or want in particular?
62 meters of light blue carpeting.
And what can I get in exchange for that?
You may choose any of the items I have on sale that day. Every day the items change.
So you're saying that if I get you 62 meters of light blue carpeting, I can have one of your items
Correct.
every day or just one time?
One time. XO23's needs change every day, as do items for sale.
It's possible I might have something like that on me. I fumble around inside my coat. I got it here somewhere, card.
He pulled out a big roll of carpet. XO23 goes, zzz, and Freddie looks as though he may shit himself. Please pick an item, he says after you put it through the large bulk receptacle.
What do you think, Freddie? What else should we get?
Freddie looks like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know. You pick something.
Oh, you should be down to 5 cards after playing that one, Jay.
Oh yeah. Let's see here.
Oh, and I need to trade you my thing if you want it.
Yeah, so you'll have to discard something else if he gives you the Orb of Knowledge, which is a very, very nice card. Nice card.
Okay. So let's see. Orb of Knowledge. Is that discarded or are you going to give that to me?
I'll give
No,
it to you and you can.
He'll trade it to you. You're discarding other crap.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So one more time, Logan, tell me what was there. There was the cube with the ruined city.
The armband that tightens slightly within 30 meters of humanoids that are not human. A small jar of black paint that refills itself every day, and 5 metallic plates that orbit around your head displaying ever-changing unknown symbols.
How big
Can
are
I
the
roll
plates?
language to figure out what the symbols are? Or
Certainly. Yes, you guys can both mash your Learn ×1 button and see if you understand the strange symbols.
no idea.
Nope.
Cool. So, yeah, those are your choices there. Freddie's already got the mask.
Yeah, that armband might be useful.
It's
The
your
plates, I don't
carpet.
know,
You
looks like
trade
a
whatever
nice
you want.
party trick. Well,
It's your carpet.
XO23 is beginning to feed the carpet into a mulcher.
All right then. I don't need to know what you're using it for.
It's almost like he's eating carpet. Yeah.
How big are the plates, Logan, that fly around your head?
They're about the size of this big. They'd be kind of annoying after a while, unless you're trying to impress somebody.
So
And
XO23, how do those plates work? Can you put them away when you don't want them flying about your head?
Unknown.
Oh, damn it.
Are they magical or technological?
Unknown. There is no such thing as magic.
I see.
All right, I'll take the armband.
Feed you out the armband. It's of course small enough that you could wear it under your clothing if you want. And essentially, the upside of it is if I ever tell you you were surprised by non-humans, like if you're like if you're walking through Beastkin land, obviously this thing will tighten up all the fucking time. It only tightens enough to let you know, ooh, my armband tightened. So in Beastkin lands, you could still be surprised by stuff. But like if you're out camping in the woods or something, and I tell you, oh, a bunch of goblins sneak up on you, you say, oh, I'm wearing the armband that automatically tightened up when they got within 30 meters. So you could not be surprised by anything that is trying to sneak up on you when you're in an uninhabited area, if it's humanoid and not a human.
So non-human humanoids within
Mhm.
90 meters.
30
in
meters.
a-
30
oh,
meters.
Within 30 meters. And what was the environmental thing in a non-magic or non-tech?
This thing is tech. So you would have to roll, like if you're in a magical area, you might have to roll willpower to see if it worked.
Ah, gotcha.
But yeah, make a note it's tech because obviously there's no such thing as magic. That's just crazy Freddy talk again.
So hold on then. The the stick is okay. That's okay. Never mind.
Yes, exactly, Freddy. That should bake your noodle just a bit more. But yeah, so basically you can't be surprised by non-human humanoids, especially if you're in a tech zone. Unless you're packed in with a lot of them already. Like if you have orcs living next door to you in your apartment complex, then the thing's always tightening. It's like, the orcs are home again. Maybe. Or somebody's snuck into my apartment. You can't tell at that
And
point.
then is it once it's on?
No, you can take it on or off or whatever, but it's convenient. So
Okay.
you can just have it on all the time. Pretty much until you lose your shit or die again, it'll be with you.
Cool.
Seems pretty cool.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
it's
neat.
very nice.
Nice doing business with you, XO23.
Please tell your friends
You do is the same.
I have no friends.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes, it's Diode's
23.
Drew.
Maybe we can bring you a friend.
It
You got
looks
room for a friend
very
in there?
interested.
Put a pin in that.
It looks super interested. It's like looking around, and it's quite a bit more. Ooh,
XO23, who made this enclosure that you're in?
file not found.
That's a shame.
Correct.
Hey, Freddy, has the doctor met the XO23?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, Doc's met everyone and
If
everything.
can bring me a friend, I will give you 6 items of your choice, depending on inventory.
And does the friend need to be inside the closure, or can we just set him up on a shelf here next to you?
The enclosure is unable to be opened. Outside is fine if it is too large to fit.
Right, you are.
Hmm.
Something that can talk to me would be preferable.
Damn
All
it.
right, I'll see what I can
Why
do,
that-
XO23.
Why that
Apparently,
parrot have to
Wrestling
die?
Rad's really good at his job, you're thinking, Freddie.
Sorry, Freddy, what were you trying to say there?
No, that didn't. There used to be a parrot, but he's dead now, so never mind.
He was never a parrot either. He was like a little fucking bird.
Yeah,
That's
what?
a good idea, Freddy.
Oh, okay.
Parrot.
Yes,
You'd like
of course.
a parrot. Maybe we get him a little robotic parrot so no one has to keep it fed. All right. Now we know what to look for.
As Wrestling
Alright,
Rad begins building up this huge amount of contacts again.
All right, Wrestling. I believe we now go over to your area of expertise. You wanted to go to Burlington and then trade with Kim, I believe. Was that the
Yeah.
plan?
Kim said she needs seeds and clothing and canned food. So I figure if we can bring over some goods from Burlington. She said she's willing to trade gems and metals. And I think she might have said she had some books she'd be willing to trade. And Joshua seemed really interested in that.
Oh, I'm not
Um,
sure about the seeds. The canned food, probably.
Yeah, I figure
can
we
get-
could bring her some canned goods and things from
Yeah.
the Super Duper Mart.
All right.